has a lot of room. He's going to start filling out that jersey more and more. What a future he has.
Kevin O'Sullivan out to the mound on pitch 82. Now, Waldrop's season high pitches was 112. That came in 6 innings of work against this South Carolina team. Matter of fact, we had the same matchup, Mahoney and Waldrop in Columbia. Mahoney got the win over the Gators that particular night.
He's been a lot more efficient tonight with
yeah.
pitches because, again, keeping the walks down.
Philip Abner. Boy, there is one thing that there is a plethora of for this Gator team, and that is quality arms. They might be as deep as anybody in the country in terms of what they can run out there.
Well, the depth has grown here of late because there's a period of time in the season where the bullpen was maybe a question mark with this club, but not anymore.
Misses to Cole Messina. Messina with 17 home runs on the year. Ball not jumping today like it was last night. I mean, it was flying out of here. We had some mammoth shots.
Nobody's really barreled one.
Right.
I mean, it's not that the ball's not carrying. We just got a bunch of arms out there missing bats.
The wind is blowing in a bit now. I mean, I don't think we've had anybody really even on near the warning track today.
Halter hit the one ball at the base of the wall for a double early. That was it.
Hurston Waldrop just doing Hurston things right now.
Quickness, coordination, all these great assets, and he has your grandmother's feet.
He uses those really tough times to become a stronger person.
30 for 30 presents The Luckiest Guy in the World, June 13th at 8 Eastern on ESPN.
One app, one tap, giving the game. ESPN Plus, remember the name. One app with a slap so mean, got big plays from your phone to the big screen. Yeah, you'll feel like a VIP. Top shelf content blowing up your feed. One app, footwork you can't describe. Out here hitting bombs and doing it live. Rambo with a birdie so dirty, make you wanna kick back with a 30 for 30. ESPN Plus, it's in the app. Everything you want right here, no cap. Bam!
It's that New York City buzz. It's fire on the court and off. It's edge of your seat and up on your feet. It's US Open energy.
I dropped the top on the 6th Street. Fly in my eyes, see the envy me. Shawty, she calling me MVP.
The NBA Finals on ABC.
The 2023 Men's College World Series begins Friday on ESPN.
Look at how it sets up for the winner of this Super Regional. They will take on the winner of the Virginia-Duke-Charlottesville Super Regional in game number 1 out in Omaha. Of course, that Duke-Virginia Super all tied at 1. Virginia wins big today after Duke held on yesterday in Charlottesville. Florida trying to punch their ticket. Top of the 7th inning. Wyatt Langford 0 for 2 today. Wyatt walked and scored his last time up. 0 for 6 in this Super. But you're a big due theory guy, and I would say that he is due.
Yeah, he's kind of past due, isn't he? It's been surprising to see. Yeah, you don't want to say struggle, but the fact he hadn't got one to go his way yet, just credit to the South Carolina pitching staff. Some really talented arms. Well, that's a nice job by Cole Messina back there. That ball's off the plate. Just a beautiful job of receiving that baseball, presenting it in such a way that Greg Street gives him the call.
Called strike 3. Langford still looking for that first base hit here in this Super Regional. And Veach with another strikeout.
Change up and off the plate, kind of runs back just to the edge. Now these are the two that had some words here just a little bit ago.
It's 4 strikeouts in the 6 batters, or excuse me, the 7 batters that he has faced since coming into this game.
He's been terrific out of the South Carolina bullpen.
Ground ball, Veach knocks it down. Underhand toss, and that'll be out number 2. Bergie, this is a crazy number. The South Carolina, what they've done to the top 3 of this lineup, Curlin, Langford, and Caglione, they are 3 for 21 this weekend with 7 strikeouts. But yet Florida's right on the verge of going to Omaha.
Hitless today.
I mean, that is just crazy to think about, getting through that onslaught of offensive players, and you're still trailing. Well, Josh Rivera, though, has kind of picked up things with a couple of hits and an RBI. One and one the count. Boy, off the end of the bat, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Rivera with 3 singles in this game, in the 4th, 5th, and in the 7th. That might be one of the, I wouldn't say textbook swings you're going to get out of Rivera, but it was just enough to get him the base hit.
Yeah, just extend the barrel, reach out and dump the ball in the left center field. Not exactly a rocket to the gap,
No.
but works just the same.
And here is BT Riopel. BT struck out in the 4th, struck out in the 5th. Also walked and scored this afternoon. Now into the evening. Well, you think about the Gators and their baseball following and what it used to look like at McKeithen Stadium. It's hard to just get people to go and embrace the environment and the supers and the postseason. Here's the throw down to second. Got him. Messina behind the plate. I mean, he threw that and was already jogging toward the dugout.
That was right on the button. We might have a review here.
Rivera, he's not giving up that bag too easily.
Rivera head first. The throw definitely beats him. Does the tag.
But again, it goes back to what you said. If he slides feet first, he's out.
Oh, definitely. I think he's still out. Braylon Wimmer, for whatever reason, caught that ball way in front of the base. if he takes another, see how far in front of the base he is there? So he's got to reach back for the tag. That look didn't give us much there. This one, I think, is the best look.
But it's still just really hard to see.
Looks like he gets him on the elbow just ahead of time. But see that 1.5 to 2 feet?
Yeah.
That's that length putt you don't like to make, Dave? That 2-footer? If he's back to the edge of the base, that another 2 feet, it's a no doubt.
I just don't know that there's enough to say that that's a. I mean, the call was out.
I kind of think he's safe, but I think you call him out, right? That's one of those where your catcher says to your shortstop, "Hey man, help me out here."
But I mean, Messina was just great. Watch this. I mean, watch, he throws it, and he starts taking off for the dugout like, I got this.
That was a dot. Like Aaron Rodgers after he throws a perfect go route.
Colt's wearing a new catcher's mask. Of course, that got foul tip right off the top of the forehead. Got him the new updated mask that has a little bit more cushion spring in the top of the, right above the face mask area. To help him out, he was in concussion protocol for a while. There you go. Again, I really close, but I just don't think there was enough there to overturn the call on the field, which was out. So the inning is over. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th.
Adulting made easy. That's totally Target.
Take it wherever. With whomever. This is the no-holds-barred, multi-purpose vehicle with the capacity to take life on. And the audacity to say, what else you got? The Kia Carnival MPV. Kia, movement that inspires.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life I've seen things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe, it's how hard you believe it.
Hang on! Give 'em hell, Indiana Jones!
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Rated PG-13. Tickets on sale now.
Outsmarting a nasty Nessie with Duluth Flex Dry on the Fly pants. Step 1. Locate the legend. Step 2. Flex 'em. And unwet 'em. Duluth Flex Dry on the Fly pants. Make your legs legendary. Only at Duluth stores and DuluthTrading.com.
Could we have been somebody else if we'd taken a right turn instead of a left? Or if we'd taken the place with the hot tub. Or the one uptown. We went downtown. Could we be fabulous? Or fantabulous? Apartments.com. The place to find a place.
To the tune of 9 punch-outs through 6 innings.
Here's LeCroy. Well, you just think South Carolina. There may be a couple base runners, and they get back to the top of the lineup here before this one's over, but you just felt like they had an opportunity as LeCroy hits it to short. Rivera has been perfect today. But Waldrop able to get McGillis, Swimmer, and Petrie last inning, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was, if you're Kevin O'Sullivan and you were wondering how much juice he had left in the tank, the ability to run through that part of the lineup told you all you needed to know about how sharp his stuff still was. At this point, he might be smelling the finish line. Still, what, 8 big outs, so maybe not all the way through, but
that one could Kicks off the backstop to Gavin Casas. Talked about yesterday, Big Gavin has been a really good find for Mark Kingston. Transferred from Vanderbilt, kind of sat in that portal for a while and wasn't getting many bites. They went back and studied his high school tapes and just said, you know what, there's something in there we like.
Oh yeah.
Let's bring him in. And he has had a really good season for them at first base. But he has just had a tough time like everybody else today against Hurston Waldrop. And Hurston now up to double-figure strikeouts today with 10. It's his 6th game on the mound with 10-plus strikeouts. The 2nd game in a row. He had 12 against UConn. And trying to chase down his high this year, 14 against Miami back in early March. Braswell looks at a first pitch strike. One and two the count.
Comes this crowd again.
Fouled off at the plate. Waldrop out of Thomasville, Georgia. Now one's down in the zone, 2-2. Now it's 3-2. Pitch count up to 98. Called strike 3. Inning is over. Strikeout number 11. Hurston Waldrop just cruising along.
Are you a new AT&T customer looking to upgrade your phone? You're trapped, locked into your contract for 3 years. And your phone is locked into their network too. No 2-year upgrade for you, Jonathan. But T-Mobile has a way out. Introducing the Easy Unlock. Bring your AT&T locked phone and T-Mobile will pay it off and give you one of the latest 5G smartphones free. Plus, next time you're upgrade ready in 2 years versus 3. You're free now, little one. So are you. Just so we're clear, I did trip on purpose for comedy.
Free your phone now at T-Mobile.
Oh, well, this is me.
It's still early. You want to maybe grab a coffee?
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, you earn 2% cash back on what you want, like coffee, ping pong, a movie, karaoke, and 2% cash back on what you need.
No. Just my shoe.
Like maybe shoes without laces.
Just my shoe, folks.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
We're reinventing our network.
For total confidence and complete control.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
One app with a slap so mean, got big plays from your phone to the big screen. ESPN Plus, it's in the app. Everything you want right here, no cap.
It has been a great weekend for Gator baseball to this point. It has been enormous crowds here at Condren Family Ballpark. Last night we had the largest on-campus college baseball crowd ever in the Sunshine State. And tonight we have surpassed that number. Over 17,000 fans through the turnstiles here in this super regional in Gainesville.
Talking with the Florida Athletic Director, Scott Strickland, during the rain delay, they did a fantastic job constructing this ballpark, especially with the burn and making it so fan-friendly, making it where there is room for more, basically, to just continue to pile people in. And the fans have responded to how much they enjoy this new venue in record numbers.
BT Riopel. He will look at ball 2. There is a strike from Chris Veach, who has been very effective out of the bullpen. Fouled straight back. BT trying to keep his career moving on. Rookie talked about it earlier. When this season comes to a close, so does his baseball career. Moving into the financial world. And something tells me he's going to be pretty successful.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd keep Wyatt Langford and Jack Caglione's number awfully close.
Yes.
Sprode and Waldrop would be on speed dial. Rivera would be my new best friend. Like, I think he's got some guys that might have a little money that he could handle.
BT hanging tough. Catching here for the Gators was a high school quarterback, has that leadership mentality. Boy, he certainly keeps a dugout where it needs to be from a mental standpoint.
Yeah, tough to quantify great leadership. It's also really special when it comes from certain positions, and catcher is certainly one of those positions. You love to have leaders behind the plate. They're so involved in everything you do.
Here's our Sunday night baseball matchup. The series finale between the Red Sox and the Yankees at the stadium, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with baseball tonight. Sunday night countdown. Red Sox last night win with a thriller 3-2 over the Yankees. That'll be tomorrow night, Sunday night baseball. So there will be a change on the bump for South Carolina. Veach certainly did some fantastic work for the Gamecocks, but they have had a tough time trying to find an answer for Hurston Waldrop today. Hurston with 11 strikeouts. And what Hurston has done to this South Carolina lineup that came into this NCAA tournament in the Super Regional on fire, it's been amazing. Just 2 hits today for South Carolina.
Yeah, and it really started last night, right? Brandon Sprode gave up 3 in the first 2, got out of the bases loaded jam. And really, since the bases loaded jam, Cole Messina hits the comebacker right back to him. They get off the field with the old 1-2-3 double play. From that moment forward, South Carolina hasn't really scared it all that much. And a huge piece of that is the Florida's pitching staff's ability to keep them off balance, right? We've just seen so many off-speed pitches for strikes. And Waldrop, 11 punch-outs, 2 walks today, certainly has executed that game plan perfectly.
I mean, the first 2 innings last night, they had 3 runs and 7 hits. Since that point, 1 run on 6 hits as Eli Jones takes over out of Peachtree City, Georgia, his 22nd appearance of the year for Eli. He does have 6 starts to his credit this year, 4-5 record. Our Kingston just trying to run out of answers. Boy, I'm telling you, this is a really good offensive team that has just run into this buzzsaw.
Mm-hmm. It's a Florida pitching staff that can do that to you. I mean, it's the two they've seen. 96 to 100.
Right.
Swing and miss, changeup, split finger. And Sproat last night, it was really more of a curveball over the slider. Yeah. Today, Waldrop's shown you the slider as well. I mean, this is not normal college stuff that this Florida Gator pitching staff runs at you.
Yeah, Sproat, little struggle early. But once he found it, whatever that was, he has just, he was dynamite last night.
But really started doing a nice job of landing the breaking ball. Bigger, slower curveball, just because Sproat can get to where everything's firm, 98, 99, changeups 89, 90. When he started throwing that bigger wrinkle breaking ball in there, South Carolina struggled.
I mean, that's a pretty good triumvirate of pitchers right there.
Yeah, they're not allowing many base runners, and because of that, all three of them are going to hear their name called very high in the draft. Caglione will be next year.
Luke Heyman, the DH, 1 for 3. Nobody out. Runner at first is BT Riopel. One and one the count. See the scores up there in the upper right portion of your screen. Kentucky and LSU. That's going to be an outstanding super regional. They have yet to get that one going. They've been in a lengthy weather delay.
As has Tennessee and Southern Miss. And you think about it from LSU's perspective, the worst thing that could happen to LSU is what's happened in that Southern Miss Tennessee game, where there's a start-stop scenario. Because once they run Skeens out there, they do not want the game to stop. Now, ultimately, if people say it's time to play, it's time to play, right, and you roll the dice. But so far, from LSU perspective, I'm sure that's the way they would draw it up. If there's any chance that the game could be stopped, to just not even start it.
That one's off the plate. 3-2 now to Heyman. By the way, Skeens in the regional, his first career 9-inning complete game, threw 124 pitches, and I think it was pitch number 121 was 101 miles an hour.
Yeah, he didn't really run out of gas.
No. Heyman fouls that one back out of play. Boy, it was an electric atmosphere in Columbia last weekend for the regional fans. Turned out in force in Columbia. And South Carolina dominated that Columbia regional. And that one just misses. So 2 on and nobody out.
What'd you think here, Dave? It's that backdoor two-seamer.
Just
we
off
certainly
the plate.
have seen it called today. The Gators are going to go to their bench here. Wouldn't surprise me if they go to their bench and sack bunt here with Dale Thomas.
Yeah, so Dale Thomas, who's been trying to fight for some time at third base. The first bat really off the bench right now. Dale will hit for for Tyler Shellnut. As Heyman's over at first, Riopel's at second. And he does square up. Gamecocks pitching in at the corners. Oh, that hit him right on the hand. Did it catch some of the bat? They're going to say foul ball.
Yeah, it looked, he certainly offered at it. I don't know if it got part of his hand, but I don't I don't know if it got his thumb or not, but that definitely hit the bat. Just like that, 0-2.
He was shaking that right hand like it got a little piece of it. Lays down the bunt with 2 strikes. Only play over to first, and they'll get the out. So Thomas hanging in there, got the job done.
Well, that was nifty. Not a great start to that AB, but all's well that ends well. He moves the runners up 90 feet, and now Halter, who has a couple RBIs already in this ball game, with 2 RBI double in the second. They walked him his next at bat. Let's see if they do it again. Looks like they're going to pitch to him.
High in the air, left center. Brewer will make the catch, and that'll be good enough to get the 4th run home as B.T. Riopel touches home plate.
Professional at bat right there. No reason to wait around. First pitch you feel like you can elevate, get that runner in on, go ahead and let it rip. Colby Halter gets a hanging breaking ball, lifts it into left field. That's a big insurance run right there.
Richie Schieckhofer, 0 for 2 today, the 9-hole hitter. Grounded out twice and walked. Two outs in the inning now, but a 2-0 count to Schieckhofer. Due up for South Carolina in the bottom of the 8th will be Dylan Brewer, Will Tippett, and then back to the top of the lineup. Ground ball. That is the 3rd time Schieckhofer has grounded out to Braylon Wimmer. But the Gators add another. It's now 4-0.
It's Father's Day, which means dads everywhere are getting the same things. Ties, gloves, trimmers, and even good old picture frames. Yeah, I guess our gifts are a little different at the Home Depot. Save on the best gifts for Dad. Feels like Father's Day. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Spring moments made easy. That's totally Target.
Okay, guys, Target vault's ahead. He's confirmed inside.
This isn't possible.
Get the key to her financials and personal data. Strike team, go!
Why is this key so hard to get?
Your private.
That's the place. College baseball fans and the top 8 teams in the country will convene beginning Friday, June 16th. This man hoping he can make a return trip. Of course, won the 2017 national championship, was in Omaha in 2018, but have not been back since. They are 6 outs away And some changes defensively. Heading here to the bottom of the 8th, Michael Robertson takes over in center field. That means Wyatt Langford will move to his more comfortable spot in left field. And Schieckhofer will move out to right field. And Houston Waldrop continues on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 100 pitches. Lined out to center. Teston Robertson right out of the gate, and he makes the play.
Ball will find you. Tale as old as time, but we go back and talk about the Gators in Omaha. Kevin O'Sullivan, 7 times the College World Series. First year was 09, making it to a Super. They lost. They've won every one since. They went 10. They hosted a Super in 10, 11, and 12. Won all of those. Then 15, 16, 17, and 18. Won all of those. 7 times to Omaha. 7 straight wins in Supers, and now 5 outs away from an 8th trip to Omaha and 8 straight Super Regional victories. All of them at home. Incredible.
Carson Hornung. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Hurston Waldrop has allowed just 2 hits today. That's in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Another strikeout for Waldrop. And he is now up to a career high 7 2/3 innings pitched.
Yeah, here's that split finger again. And that one started at the front hip of Hornung and just peeled back over the edge. There's the slider to McGillis. Well, he is mixed and matched.
There's another strike. 12 strikeouts to just 2 walks. He's K'd 8 of the last 12 Gamecocks he's faced. Make it 9 of the last 13.
Get ready for the best Transformers yet. It's the perfect summer movie. See it on the biggest screen possible. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
On your birthday in New Orleans, strangers pin you with cash. Makes no sense, but neither does the Popeyes Blackened Chicken Sandwich. No breading, all Cajun flavor. Happy birthday, Phil. See you tomorrow. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Okay, guys, target vault's ahead. He's confirmed inside.
This is impossible.
Get the key to her financials and personal data.
Strike team, go! Why is this key so hard to get?
Your privacy secured.
Metro offers MLS Season Pass.
On us.
Every match?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Says it on the poster.
Now at Metro, you can enjoy every soccer match with MLS Season Pass on us and unlimited 5G for $25.
One app with a slap so mean, got big plays from your phone to the big screen. ESPN Plus, it's in the app. Everything you want right here, no cap.
Kevin O'Sullivan told us before the game today, if Hurston Waldrop early in this game can start to land some of his off-speed pitches, he can dominate. We've seen that today. This is one of the most dominant performances against a really, really good offensive team.
Yeah, you just haven't been able to predict what the sequence is going to be from Waldrop. The ability to land the breaking ball, to throw the split finger, not only for a swing and miss pitch, but also for a strike. And then again, we've seen the fastball to 99 miles an hour. So he just gives you so many things to think about as a hitter.
That split has been just fantastic today. Cade Curlin lifts that one into the berm area on the right field line. Now my question is, does it look, from what you're looking at in here, I mean, does it look like they're going to run him back out there?
It does, yeah. He does not look done to me. I could tell last inning when he went in the dugout, there was a lot of celebrating, and he kind of wasn't fully ready to engage in it yet.
109 pitches. One and two the count to Curlin. Fouls that one off at the plate. By the way, it's Curlin, Langford, and Caglione. The top three in this lineup have had a tough weekend, but yet here the Gators are 3 outs away from going to the College World Series.
That would have been tough to predict.
Yes. Yeah, this top three of Curlin, Langford, and Caglione now 3 for 21 with 7 strikeouts. Make it 8 strikeouts. I mean, really, it is remarkable that these guys have offensively been there pretty much every night.
Yeah.
And tonight that they're not there, you get Waldrop throwing at Jim.
And the back half of your lineup delivering. And of course, Rivera's 3 for 4. That helps.
Yeah.
Colby Halter with the big 2 RBI double to get him started.
Here is Langford, who's had a tough weekend at the plate. Struck out his last time in the 7th. Back to that Colby Halter double in the 2nd inning that scored 2 runs. That was on a 2-2 pitch, and the pitch right before that looked like it was, could have been a called 3rd strike. Called it a ball, gave him another opportunity. Very next swing, smokes it down the right field line.
And Riopelle, who got that inning started, there was a 3-2 pitch that certainly could have gone the Gamecocks' way. There's a ground ball in that inning that could have got him off the field.
Right.
There's a few ifs for sure in this ball game.
Langford's average, this is how good he's been. It's dipped to 374. Called strike 3. He can't wait for this one to get over at the plate. It has been.
Well, we talked about this all year long. The SEC strike zone has been very small. Greg Street does not
good point.
umpire in the SEC all year long. Wyatt Langford's been taking that pitch all year long, and today it's a strike. And we've seen him now his last 2 at-bats. That's now 3 strikeouts on the day, all looking. And, you know, it's part of the adjustment when you get in the postseason. You get umpires from all over the place.
Caglione, they had the shift on big time for him, and he hits a rocket out to left. His first hit today. Kind of sums it up for South Carolina right now. And here is Josh Rivera. He has had an outstanding game. He has made some defensive gems. Did yesterday as well. 3 hits today. He singled in the 4th, 5th, and the 7th.
Yeah, and the defense you led off with there. It's easy to take it for granted, but man, when you got a shortstop on your squad that just is on automatic out when you hit it to him, what a confidence boost that is for the rest of the team, especially the pitching staff.
Out to center. Evan Stone checks into the game, makes the catch. And this is it for South Carolina. Last chance. Wimmer, Petrie, and Messina due up.
It was our first time in Kyoto.
Oh yeah, it was a whole new thing for us. We stayed in the room in Takashi's home.
We told Takashi that we wanted to go to a nice sushi restaurant. He was like, I can teach you.
I think that's where the sushi party started. It was so funny. You got pretty good at it.
Yeah, I think I'm quite talented.
We're in the middle of a war. We love having the big guys join the fight.
Get ready for the best Transformers since the first. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
I'm a bear. I'm coming out of hibernation, and Papa is hungry. And while you're hitting the trail, I'm hitting your cooler. And your cut rate car insurance might not pay for all of this. So get Allstate.
Just 3 outs away from another appearance in Omaha. Can they close the door? Well, Hurston Waltrip trying to close it out. He started the game and trying to finish it. Just 2 hits allowed, 13 strikeouts, 2 walks, a career high 8 innings to this point. Braylon Wimmer will start things off for South Carolina. It's 2, 3, and 4. Pitch number 111. Fouled straight back. Now with a season high, matching 112 pitches. Of course, those came in the first meeting with South Carolina back in Columbia earlier this year. His career high for pitches thrown, 119, did that at Southern Miss. Two and two. 95. Concern on the faces of the Gamecock fans made their way here to Gainesville this weekend. Well, I really thought that this would have been a 3-game series coming into this, but Florida just a bit much to this point. One hops back there to BT Riopelle.
Yeah, I would have certainly thought this was headed for 3. South Carolina, just 3 outs left to keep it going. Waldrop's fastball command today has been impressive. Like he is just dotting the bottom edge of the strike zone with 95 to 99 mile-an-hour fastballs all evening.
High chopper. Barehanded by Waldrop. The throw to first, safe at first. Boy, you wonder if this is it for Hurston Waldrop.
He barehanded this ball. What in the world?
And he is safe at first, but here comes Kevin O'Sullivan. Tell you what, this is going to be some ovation for the Gator right-hander. Boy, Waldrop has had some great moments in his short time here in Florida, but tonight may have been his greatest.
That's how you draw it up right there. When Hurston Waldrop left Southern Miss to come to Florida, I am certain he had in his mind a moment like the one he just orchestrated there for the Gators, because that was dominant. And now he hands the ball to the closer, 3 outs away from a trip to Omaha.
You know, as we get closer to the end of this Super Regional. Obviously, you can't say enough about the season that South Carolina's had. I mean, they fought through some really serious injuries that changed their whole lineup down the stretch and found a way to get in to a top 16 national seed. But getting set up here to come here for a Super was a tough ask for anybody.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you just knew the Gators were going to be tough to beat here. It's been a special weekend, the biggest crowds Florida baseball has ever experienced, the state of Florida has ever experienced for college baseball. And as weird as it sounds, it's been a while since the Gators have been in Omaha.
Yeah.
They've been hunting this opportunity for a long time, and it's been a fantastic season for South Carolina. Disappointing in the fact that they weren't able to stay healthy throughout the course of this season, or else they wouldn't have to come down here to Gainesville and deal with this team here at home. But Mark Kingston and his club have a lot to be excited about because they had one heck of a run and represented that great school well all season long. And really the way they hung in there, right? Because it would have been easy to fold up shop, but boy, did they respond once the postseason has started.
They put together a great staff. Did South Carolina. Monty Lee comes in from Clemson after being let go. Former South Carolina coach a long time ago, with Justin Parker, Scott Wingo, Alex Boychuk, the whole gang. They've done a nice job keeping this team together. But Brandon Neely, 13 saves this year. I mean, he has just been everything you would want out of a guy to close games for you.
Yeah, and it's mostly fastball. You see a little bit of a cutter and a changeup as well, but he's going to lean on that heater.
Came in last night, gave up the one home run, but looked really good. I mean, pumping fastballs in there in the mid to upper 90s. Starts off 93 to Ethan Petrie. Petrie on the year with 23 homers and 75 runs batted in his freshman campaign.
Scary dude to face right off the bat. Ethan Petrie has been outstanding in this Super Regional.
Boy, 2-1 now to Petrie. Fouled off, that catches Ryapel. This Florida team, the #2 overall seed in this NCAA tournament. Under Kevin O'Sullivan, they've earned more top 8 national seeds, 10, than any other program in the nation. That ball's hit out to left, long run and a catch there from Wyatt Langford, who looks a whole lot more comfortable out in left field, and just threw one from on the run from deep left in the air all the way to Caglione. Just wanted to show us his arm.
Yeah, but a little laugh about it. That was a good read, and like you said, back in his comfort zone there on the corner, and threw that one all the way in the air. Wimmer back easily, but why not show it off if you got it?
Here is Cole Messina. He's 0 for 3 today. Strike one. Gators also seeking their first 50-win season since posting 3 straight 52-win seasons from 2015 to 2017. Now it's full at 3-2.
Boy, Mealy ahead 0-2, and Messina just didn't even think about biting at the last 3 pitches.
Called strike 3. That is out number 2, and here comes Talmadge LaCroix. We'll let the pictures tell the story. The Gators have done it. They're heading back to the College World Series for the first time since 2018. Well, this is what it looks like. The first ticket punched for the 2023 Men's College World Series has the Florida Gators opening up play on Friday. And yes, you are Omaha bound.
And congratulations to the Florida Gators. You know, this is interesting. Sully had that run. It's a new staff.
Yeah.
It's a new staff. Chuck Girolamo, Taylor Black, David Cobb, Mikey Rivera. Like that's not the crew that went the first 7 times. This is a new group. It's taken them a few years to get back to the College World Series, but boy, are they back, and they have a real chance to win the whole thing.
The celebration will continue. We will have more. We will talk with Hurston Waldrop when we come back. The celebration. Boy, is there anything better than a dog pile? You gotta love it. Back in a moment.